You're watching Central Florida Cares, a 9 Family Connection special.
250,000 people in Orange County have no health insurance.
So dozens of local doctors are volunteering at Grace Medical Home. Vanessa Welch shows us how it helps bring down the soaring cost of health care for all of us by treating the uninsured.
Orlando Health spent more than $100 million last year caring for patients who don't have insurance and can't afford treatment. Hospital charity care drives up medical bills and the cost of health insurance. Now Florida Hospital and Orlando Health are trying to reduce those costs. They're backing a privately funded Orlando clinic where the working poor can get treatment for just $20 per visit.
Hey, Anna.
Just south of downtown Orlando, Grace Medical Home serves 950 patients who can't afford insurance but make too much money to qualify for Medicaid or Medicare. Many used to go to emergency rooms for care. Now they come here.
I mean, I can tell you story after story. The ER was their only option.
Dr. Kirsten Carter volunteers at Grace full-time and recently diagnosed William Andrews with tuberculosis, diabetes, hepatitis C, and high blood pressure. Andrews had no idea how sick he was because he couldn't afford to see a doctor.
Do I think that my life was in jeopardy? Yes, I do.
Andrews is a pastor of a church in Pine Hills. His wife was a hospitality executive but lost the family's medical insurance when she was laid off.
We had no place to go.
A friend told him about Grace Medical Home. Doctors helped him qualify for free medication from the pharmaceutical companies.
We've had literally patients in tears or jumping up and down in excitement that they can get their medications for free.
Medical Director Dr. Marvin Hardy guides a team of 30 doctors and 18 nurses who volunteer here every month.
We're trying to be a medical home, a place where the patients can come over and over.
Grace operates solely on private donations. It costs $1 million a year to treat 950 patients. 150 others are on a waiting list. They'll get treated with future funding. There are more than 240,000 people without health insurance in Orange County alone. To put that in perspective for you, that's enough to fill 14 Amway centers. The Florida Healthcare Coalition estimates that in just 1 year, Grace Medical Home has saved at least $10 million in hospital charity care.
Over time, we hope that patients are really avoiding the need to show up in our hospitals because they're provided the appropriate care here.
Several other clinics in Central Florida also serve the uninsured.
Last month, a dentist in Castleberry treated adults and children who can't afford emergency dental work.
It's just a community service, give back to community. They've been supporting me for 26 years in Central Florida.
Dozens of patients lined up outside Dr. Timothy Chatterley's dental clinic on the 2 days he offered free service.
Volunteers are also helping families who can't always afford to eat. More than 158,000 students in Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties receive free or reduced lunches. For some, it's their only meal of the day. Several programs supply students with a food-filled backpack for them to take home. You'll find them by going to our website, 9family.com.
This is a growing problem. A new survey shows nearly 1 in 4 people in Orlando did not have enough money to buy food at least one time this year. So the Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida is expanding to help with this growing need.
Shenta Brown has been out of work since 2008. On many days, she doesn't have enough money to feed her children.
It's hard down here, real rough.
She and many others depend on Second Harvest Food Bank. It collects and distributes food to about 550 local agencies, which in turn feed hungry families. And to meet a growing demand, the food bank plans to build a $55 million warehouse that will be 3 times the size of this one.
The community has not seen anything like that in our history.
Second Harvest Food Bank also fights hunger by giving out much more than food. The Benefits Connection program helps local families access existing government benefits they're qualified to receive but are not currently receiving.
And sometimes you have to just accept the help.
Many recipients don't even realize they're eligible or don't know how to apply.
It's really been a blessing to me.
These challenges all tie into a bigger issue. People who lost their jobs in the recession have struggled for months, in some cases years, to find work.
But recruiters say there are more than 10,000 job openings right now in Central Florida. Problem is, most job seekers don't know how to find them.
You have to go around the system.
Coming up, we'll show you how and why those jobs are hidden and some tips to help you stand out in our changing job market.
You're watching Central Florida Cares, a 9 Family Connection special.